morning, welcome to another video. Today's video is going to be about surface lures. The weather today is absolutely pissing down. Now it's funny because about 4 weeks ago my missus bought a water butt, and you know what, I took the pipe off, took the old one off, put everything put it all back together again, and it has not rained for about a month. Typical, isn't it? But good to know that it's filled up lovely, so that's all I was interested in. Right then, all the surface lures we'll be going over today are surface lures that we use all the time. I mean, I'll be showing you them, so you know, it's only my opinion. If you've got another idea, you know, or you beg to differ to what I say, then please, you know, comment down below. I mean, I owe most of my knowledge down to fishing with the bass man. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, he's a force of nature when it comes to bass fishing. I would never catch the fish up if it weren't for him. So, you know, that's the way it is. I just basically can't wait to get out and film some real action of us actually catching the fish. I mean, it might be a bit dark, but there you go. I'm sure I could sneak the light on for 5 minutes. Anyway, let's get into the video. Right then, this is all going to be about surface lures, this one. No, I've moved already. I'm trying to stay in the middle, to be honest. Right then, what we've got in the box then. The first one that's going to come out, I've got all my surface lures in this, oh jeez, the Pachenko. This is actually the Cabot. Now this is an absolute cracker as far as I'm concerned. As you can see, I'm a lazy bastard. My hooks are so rusty. Jesus, that's quite embarrassing, to be honest. But yeah, really, you should wash your lures off every night after you're fishing. But I get in. Normally, it's about 6 o'clock in the morning when you're in fishing with bass, man. That's just the way it is. Anyway, that's the Cabot, and that is absolute belter. But what some people are a bit indifferent about this is that they say that, you know, after a while, the Cabot, because it weighs it's a bit of a lumpy old lure. That goes a mile as well, casts a mile. It actually spooks the fish, especially if there's 1 or 2 or 3 of you fishing. You know, them lures continuously hitting the water. But there again, I wouldn't know about that, because there's other people that say that that actual little splash in the water is what gets their attention, because obviously, you know, they think that the this surface lure is a bait fish or something that's in trouble, and that's why it rattles, and you know, and we fucking walk the dog. That's what gets the bass's attention. So, bit of a mixed opinion on that one. Right, the next little lure, and I'm going to be totally honest about it, is the Ostie. I mean, I've only bought this shit year. When I see it last year, I thought, what the bloody hell is that? Anyway, I just fallen in love. I just cannot wait for this lockdown to finish and just get out there and start waving the rod around with that, because it just looks an absolute Brahma. I can see why people rave about it, actually, but having saying that, I haven't really seen much about it lately. But this is one of the newer patterns, I think. There was this one and another, I can't remember the colour of it, but it wasn't the one that I actually wanted, but I don't care. I'm well happy with that. Anyway, here's another one. This is the Realis, the Duo Realis. Never caught on it. Never. I've had the bass, seen them right in front of us, loads of them. Well, I mean, chucked everything at them that night. And I really thought that this was going to be the baby. Now, I know they are good lures, but I have a habit of sticking to what always works. Now, I've never recommended this in any of my in any of the lure guides or anything, but it's a cracking lure. I know people do bloody catch on it. I know they do for a fact. Right, next. Oh, you bastard. It's another Pachenko. Oh shit, the hooks are rusty on here and all guys. Anyway, this is another one. This is the mullet. I think I prefer the other one, to be honest, the Cabot, but that's still a cracking Bassman. It actually fucking stuck in my finger. That's one of Bassman's favourite. He likes the little tiny ones as well. I've got one somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Right then, swiftly moving on to the next little baby. Right. Oh, Jesus. This is the Bassman's, out of all the lures the Bassman's got, which is bloody hundreds, this is his number one, and it's probably been his number one for a couple of years now. What he used to do, you see, because this is the pure white version. Now he used to just spray his completely white, even though the original lure was white, but it had a bit of red on it, and he swears by it, just completely white. I mean, we mostly use white lures at night time anyway, because that's predominantly when I go at them, mostly because obviously I work in the daytime. Bassman doesn't, he can go whenever he likes, he's lucky. But yeah, that is the bat. He absolutely crushes it. You know, when he does the walker dog, you know, it's just not. You know, he has got it down. When I watch his lure come in, when it's mine, it's splashing around like a fucking loony. But when it's fucking snaking in like this. He's just got it down to a T, and that's why he absolutely nails it. You know, that's why I think, you know, like buying a rod that's more money, that's just really, really light, is much more advantageous for surface lure fishing, like walking the dog, just tapping that thing. I mean, I'm bloody aching. I'm holding it up here and fucking doing all that with my Zolts, but that's still a bloody good rod. You know what I mean? But that's it again. I'll tell you what. If you haven't got one of them, I'll tell you what, there must be something wrong. I don't know anybody who catches as many fish as that Bassman, and that is his killer lure, mate. The next surface lure on the agenda is the Bay Rough. Lovely little lure, lovely and slim. Casts like an absolute missile. Casts miles, this lure. I just don't like them tiny little looks. It's just a little bit tiny for me. I reckon if you get it, incidentally, there's one missing over that one. Interesting. I wonder if that was a fish that done that. But this is yeah, like I say, it casts a mile, but there's one little flaw. You mustn't stop reading. You've got to keep reading, because it's just going to sink straight to the bottom. And Jesus, probably how I lost that bloody hook, actually. But yeah, as you can see, my hook a bit rusty. I should really, as you saw on some of the others, some of my, I don't know whether it's because my lure stuff's been outside, but some of them look like they've had a right corrosion invasion. Anyway, that's the Bay Rough. Oh yeah, I'll just quickly show you the other one. It's tangled up with all the other lures down there. They're in the box, by the way, but that one is the white one. Now the white's my favourite colour for lures. Normally at night time, because predominantly most of our fishing is done at night time, but I've not had so much luck with this one. As you can see, this one hasn't really got the battle scars the other one's got, but still on its day, I suppose. I've never really used it that much. I've only really used the sardine in daytime sort of conditions, early evening when there's the light's been up. Anyway, that's the Bay Rough. Right, the next little lure on the agenda is the Ima Thought Skimmer. Now this is another blinding surface lure. I mean, this has got to be one of the most popular sort of top water lures. I've got it in the mullet version and the cotton candy. I've never really caught so much on this one. I don't know why. Maybe it's because you see the hooks look pretty new on it. Do you know what I mean? But this one, not the same sort of thing. This was about 3 or 4 years ago. This was what the Bassman, he was absolutely caning it on these these lures, especially the mullet. And all of a sudden, it's a nightmare to get hold of the bloody thing. Which a lot of the lures that I've actually got, that I actually promote on my website, is just really hard to get hold of. The Joker, the IMA Joker, the Kimono 2 is, to me, if you can get it, please let me know. I really, really need one. I've lost so many. Nightmare. Right then, getting on to the next one. The next surface lure we got is the Savage Gear Panic Prey. Now this is another good lure. It's exactly like the Pachenko, apart from the mouth is obviously different, and you get a little ring on it. I don't know why they put that on there. Maybe it helps it go. Quite a noisy little lure. I mean, I did quite well on this one night when we were fishing in one of the bays, which is not normally, we don't normally fish like that at them sort of places. I don't like them because of the waves crashing in. That's what it's like. It just come out of nowhere. And when you're trying to put a lure on or something, the last thing you want is a bloody 6 foot wave knocking you for 6. Anyway, that's the white version. I've done quite well on that one. I've also got the mackerel, which is another God, I've got to admit, I've caught fish on that one too. It's got a few battle scars there. And then also the third one I've got is this. I don't know why the hell I bought that. I think Bassman got me around the scruff of the neck and said, "You're buying it." So, because I actually got it off of him, I didn't send it away. But as you can see, the how much use I've had it. The hooks look like they've been polished. It doesn't look like one of my lures, to be honest. Anyway, that has never ever come out of the lure box. Right then, let's go on to another one. Right then, what we got here then? Right, I don't actually know what this is called. I know it's by Savage Gear. Savage Gear Finesse, is that? Anyway, that little bugger. I tell you what, I watched a pike fishing video once, and I see that little bugger on it, and I bought it, not realising it was going to be as small as what it is. Anyway, one night I actually caught on this little thing. We was actually using the bigger white. We was using the panic. Well, I was using a panic prey, and I was catching on that, and then all of a sudden it had gone dead, and I put this on, and I could hear Bassman going, "There's one following you!" Straight away. Jeez, it only went out about 20 yards. This little thing, it's tiny. It's only light, but anyway. I mean, I haven't used it that much, but it's got one of them little feathers. I was looking for that yesterday, actually, when I was going over the Lucky Craft gunfish. But, I mean, not one I'd sort of go for. I mean, I only bought it because I see it like in the pike video, like I said. Right, moving on to the next little one. Now, this is an absolute Brahma. This is the Zenith Z-Claw. Now, having said that, like I mentioned in one of the other lures about walking the dog. Now, this has got a unique sort of style. I mean, I haven't really perfected it, but I know another fisherman, Brian, who is an absolute expert at this, but he explained it to me, but I've never really had a chance to really try it again because I've been too busy using other lures. I've got to be honest, most of my fishing, I'm mostly subsurface, but if I do get a chance to do the surface lure fishing, daytime, if I get a chance to go in the daytime fishing, then I've got to give this a good old go because it's meant to be a cracker of a lure. It certainly looks the part. It's almost the same sort of size as that other one, but casts better, I'm sure it does. Got a bit of a rattle to it. Nice little lure, that. Right, the next lure we've got on the thing is the Lucky Craft gunfish. Now, this is a big lure. This is a bomb. I'm not sure if this is short of not a tuna lure, to be honest. It's that big. Again, it's got the same thing as the panic prey. It's got a little hook link on there. I wonder if that actually makes a difference to, you know, if you're walking the dog. I wonder if that actually makes a difference or not. I haven't actually caught it caught anything on this because the bass man gave it to me. Probably because it's had it, but the bloody hooks were a bit shit on this as well, to be honest. And that little fluffy thing on the end of that, I don't know whether that was a feather or not, but it looks more like fly fishing material, because I've obviously done fly fishing as well, and that looks like some of the rabbit hair or something. Not like some of them got like a feather on it. I haven't got one handy that's got that. So that's the gunfish. Another one, that Bassman, he was using that all the time about 4 or 5 years ago, especially down Folkestone way. There's a popular lure, big one. Anyway, the next little lure, we're running out now. I haven't got other ones, but I'm not going to go through the whole lot. Anyway, this is another Pachenko lure. It's called the Frosty. Now, never caught on it, to be honest, but this is the phosphor. Actually, it glows at night. I quite like lures like that. I mean, I've got zonks and one of my tackle house feed shadow actually glows at night time. But I've never really caught that much. And another thing, I mean, like I said in earlier on about one of the other lures, like when you're walking the dog, the bass man's got it down to a T, honestly. But I could never get this one to bloody go properly. Whether I was doing something wrong or not, I don't know. But apparently they're nailers. These lures, apparently the Frosty. I mean, maybe I should get another pattern and try that in the daytime. It's obviously glows at night, so that's what attracted me to this one. I thought it was going to be a killer, but not so far. Maybe the fish weren't there. Maybe that just weren't the lure of the night. Anyway, that's the end of the old surface lures. We get on to the subsurface next. All right.